Hi, this is Doris. Thank you for coming to my channel. Get your human design chart. It's called a RAVE chart. And make sure you get your soul number chart. Subscribing to these channels, you do know that's free. Actually, I did not know that. That's probably why I never subscribed years ago. And actually, I didn't know how easy it was. Just an email address. So if you're out there and you haven't clicked on that, I have, and so far as a 6'2", I trust it, and I'm glad I did. So it doesn't hurt to subscribe to YouTube. Now, the topic I'm going to talk about is labels. There are many labels in the world. A lot of people don't like to be labeled. I label them as the people who don't want to be labeled. You want to know how I do it. Labels change so fast. Time travels so fast, and labels change. You might like that team, or then next day you like that team. So when you look at somebody and they give you a label, let's say for instance religion. A lot of people don't want to tag their religion. Well, if they have a higher soul number, it's probably because they're going to have more than one religion in their life at the end of their life. Maybe, they could be the one religion. Let's say that, well, for instance, for me, I guess I was tagged as a Presbyterian because that's the church my mom and dad took me to. But that was a long time ago, and since then I've added more. I have a soul number. I was born with the soul number 11, but then I was adopted. Then I went to a soul number 9 because it's based on the numbers of they count your letters and your consonants in your name. It's real easy. There's also a chart. I'm trying to think. If you do a search on it, I'm thinking 7 spelled out. I like that one. It's free and it's easy. You just type in your name and your birthday, and they give you your soul number without you getting the calculator out and your fingers and toes and trying to figure it out on your own. It just does it quick and easy for you. So anyway, labels. If you walk up to somebody and they say, "I heard your daughter call you daddy." Yeah, that's a label. You like that label, but some labels you don't like. The reason why you probably don't like that label is because it's probably going to change. It might not be the total. If I ask somebody who's 30 years old, or if they ask me, "Hey Doris, what's your religion?" When I was, let's say, 10 years old, I would say 2 at that age, because I was born and I heard I was blessed by Catholic because I had a veil over me, and but then I was adopted, so I was raised Presbyterian. But I baptized my kids Lutheran. There's a lot more things I've done religiously. When I talk to the people in my community, they say I have friends from many religions. Many religion. It doesn't bother me. It's not but to classify which one I would be, I might actually have 11 that I've touched into or thinking about studying. Do your soul number. One thing about human design, it does not rule anybody out. If you were born, you're part of the group. It's based on your birthday, so you have to be born. And then you have to pick, when you do your human design chart, the next thing they ask you is what area code you were born in. The city. The city means area code. That area. Uh, so that's basically what it takes you down to. And that's all you need to figure out to get yourself a human design chart. And these tapes I teach talk about human design. I'd like you to refer back to your chart and your family chart. But when you get to a label, I know people don't like labels. I understand they say that. It's only because that label in you is going to change. It's like that TV show where you have a great singer on stage, and then you have chairs of different types of music. Like one's a country artist in the top of their field, and one's hip hop, and one's this, and then they hit a button, and they go, "I want to buy that person," because so each of those deities wants you. That's where you get into the soul numbers. Each of them want you because you're that good. But which one's going to win you, I don't know. That's for life to determine. But you will be labeled. Everything in life has label. Human design is all labels. Frequencies of the world are all labeled. There's everything. You cannot get away from it. But the thing is, if it makes you feel uncomfortable in that topic, it's because that topic's probably going to have a larger number. It's going to be like that game, that person singing on stage, where they sing a song, and the hip hop and the country and every music industry wants them on their side because they're that great. And so, do you human design? Subscribe. It's free. And start learning about human design. And realize that labels are not bad. Labels change so quickly. So quickly, a label changes. Some labels can stay the same for years, and some can change within seconds. But if in your heart you feel that when somebody labels you or calls you something, if it doesn't feel comfortable to you, most likely that label is going to change real soon. It's time to pick out a new design. So, when somebody walks up to you and says, "I don't like labels," just label them the people who don't like labels, because that label is going to change soon. Thank you.